that's probably not the day one wicket that I'm used to playing on. It's broken up a fair bit to start up with, so it's obviously going to get tougher and tougher to bat throughout this match. And 231 at the end of the day is not a bad day, I don't think. So hopefully we can grind out another 50 or so tomorrow, and I think that'll be quite competitive as a first inning score on that wicket. I think our, all of our batters have worked very hard on preparing and having their game plans, and I think they've gone out there and stuck to those. And in these conditions, it's a tough place to bat for us coming over here. So look, everyone's worked as hard as they could on having their game plan and sticking to it. Sometimes it just doesn't work in these conditions. For me, I've obviously had a lot of time in the nets the first two tests. So for me, it was about just finding a way to first of all survive and then score runs. It's for me, it's about having fast feet, trying to get down the wicket and taking advantage of the fields that they've set when I first come in as well. So for me, yeah, it's fast feet forward and back and watching the ball as hard as I can, and trying to, I guess, play with the spin as much as possible too. I think the new balls, the first couple of overs is probably an easier time to bat. Then I think when the spinners come on with a harder ball, that's probably the toughest period. And then as the ball gets softer, I think it gets a little bit easier. And the more you give yourself a chance out there, the more balls you face, it just gets a little bit easier and easier. So I think that's one thing that we've got to take out of this tour, I guess, trying to find a way to get in, to face as many balls as you can, and then it does get easier. So I think that's something that we're going to take out of this tour. It's possible, yeah. It's not too often the first day of a test match you see a ball going through the top like that and hitting the bloke in the grill. So yeah, I think that probably would have shaken him up a little bit. It definitely would have shaken me up. But yeah, look, he looked very good today again. He came out and was very positive, and he's found a way over here the last two tests, and he's improving every time. Well, none of them were all that easy, to be honest, on that wicket. So yeah, look, the spinners played a pretty good role. They were very tight. They had good field sets, so it was pretty tough to score a lot of the time. So yeah, look, I can't really say which one was the best. I think every one of their bowlers bowled really well today. No, I don't think so. I think every test you play for Australia, you're going out and trying to win and play your best cricket. No one ever in our dressing room ever thought of this game as a dead rubber. It was about another chance to play in Indian conditions and try and improve and get better and develop plans and strategies, I guess, to be successful, and hopefully this is another chance for us to keep doing that, so that when we come back here again, we'll be able to play with, I guess, a bit more freedom and have a plan in place. He came in and he played very straight. He was looking to hit with the spin, and he came down the wicket a few times, which I think got them off their lengths a little bit. He played really well from ball one. He was playing the line of the ball, and if one spun, it'd do too much for him to hit it, or he played the line and had the full face of the bat. So I think that he's showed us how to play against the quality spin over here. He's looked very comfortable. So yeah, hopefully he can grind out another 40 or 50 tomorrow himself, and the tail can put on another 60 or 70. It'd be great. It's pretty tough to tell, I think. This wicket has worn already. There's obviously quite a bit of inconsistent spins already and bounce. So yeah, look, if we can grind out another 50, that'd be I think that'd be a very good first inning score.